Hello, welcome back. Today's Magabook canvassing time will be about closing and the money. This program is a mission and it is also a scholarship program as well. So money is involved. But just because the money is involved in the program, it doesn't turn it into a business enterprise. It is fundraising program and it's a mission for the people that we meet. So when you come to a customer and you introduce yourself, show the books, then at the end of the presentation, which should usually take 3 to 4 minutes, you do this closing. And you basically in the closing include that you leave it on donation, how much donation they should probably give you, how you get blessed, how much money of that really goes to scholarship, and the forms of payments they can have. At the end, you offer them also a receipt and you put your name on the receipt at the bottom and you ask them which books they like. The closing is actually the most important part of your presentation. It's not the introduction, it's not talking about the books, it's the closing. If you know the closing perfectly well, and if you can even a little bit be variable with that, according to the situation, the circumstances, you will see that you're on the right track. So as you show the books, then you come to the best part of the presentation actually. And as I said before, we'll leave a donation. I'll leave it with you today. We receive from the company, and this is how much you can bless me, and this is how much it really goes to my tuition, which books you like the most, and you'll be excited. And if they don't respond immediately to it, don't give up. It doesn't mean it's everything over. Show again the value of the books, how much they can benefit from having those books, and do the closing again. You know, as I said, it really helps me. And your body language means a lot. So basically put your hand on your chest, use your arms, show how others got blessed with those books also, how their family get blessed with it, and do the closing again. We believe in 3 closing actually. And if you look to different programs, different styles that people have in door-to-door salesmanship, actually, you will see they still go back to the same principle, go up to the 3 no's. Even when the people say, no, not interested, no, not today, maybe next time, or so on. It doesn't mean to be really disrespectful, but they are not probably that much convinced yet that they really benefit from it. So give them more reasons. Reason with the people, honestly. If you get it today, how much you can get blessed already today compared to next time. Next time might be 3 years from today. And meanwhile, you can already get blessed from those books and so on. So reason with the people. When you do this closing, you have to be really excited, happy, because it's the final part of your presentation. If you don't do the closing well, you'll be doing all day just showing books, and at the end of the day, maybe just 2 or 3 books sold, and that will not help you honestly on your scholarship. And we want you to have good money for your school, and so do the customers also. But you need to just believe in it and be better and better at it. So when we talk about this closing and the money, what is the price for those books? Look at the back of the books that you will carry, and you will see that most of them have official price on the back cover listed $25. Some have actually a little below, have 20, and some even a little over, like $30. But most of them is 25. But what's the price range we'll leave it actually? Well, even though the official price is $25 in the bookstore, we are leaving those books on donation basis. That means people can give you a little less, but they can give you even more. Donation doesn't necessarily mean less. Even the kids that go door to door selling some candies from Walmart, from other store even, for that anybody can buy for $1, notice that the people in the neighborhood will give $2 or $3 for it because they know they can buy it for less in the other grocery store, but they know this is fundraising program and they want to give extra, and so they usually give more extra money compared to what they can purchase it for in the grocery store, because it is fundraising program. So donation does not necessarily mean $25 in the bookstore and just give me whatever you think, 5 or 10. No, they can give you 15, 20, 25 as the bookstore price, or even 30 or even 50. Really, there is wide open window how much donation they want to give you. And all that matters on how good impression you will make on the customer's heart. That's why you want to have vision in your mind. That's why you want to have open heart. That's why you want to be excited and happy and smiling. What do we train the students actually to ask at the door? 15 to 20 per book. You give the people a range. Not only this is the bookstore price, but people give me this much. But give them a range so people can feel the freedom to choose. I can give 15, I can give 18, I can give 20. I can probably give even more than that. So let's say you show one book to the customer and they say, okay, pretty good, I don't have much time, how much for it? Then you say, in the bookstore runs for $25, but people have been helping us between 15 to 20. It's up to you how much you give me. We accept cash, check, credit card. Okay, that's fine, and they give you $20. You got the book right there. You may come to the next door and you show 2 books. And they say, how much for these 2? In the bookstore, those 2 books would be how much? $40. But your neighbors help us between 30 to 40. There's $10 window because 2 books. How much would be 3 books? Bookstore price? $60. Yes. People help between 45 to 60. Very good. A little more math. How much would be bookstore price for 4 books? Let's say 80. People help us between 60 to 80. So multiplications of 20 and 15. And that will give you a bigger and bigger window as you show more and more books to the people. So now you ask me, wait a minute, didn't you say that most of the books are 25 in the bookstore? Yes, they are. But for the simplicity of the matter, we train the students, keep in your mind as if each book was just 20. Yeah, it's easier then to go down to 1 book if you offer, let's say, 4-book set and say bookstore price is 80. People give us anywhere between 60 to 80. And the customers say, I cannot afford it, but I'll just choose 1 book, this one, let's say cookbook. Okay, that's fine. Then you take the other 3 books aside and talk about that 1 book specifically. And you may be very specific. Look on the back cover, you will see this one runs in the bookstore actually for $30. And people can help us anywhere between 25 to 30 for this very one actually. And they feel, you know what, all I have is 20. That's okay. You can always negotiate down. But let's say they give you 25. Thank you so much, and they can keep it. If I make it complicated, sorry, but I try to make it simple. So once again, each book, keep it in your mind as if it was 20 in the bookstore, and give it a range, 15 to 20, $5 range right there. If it's more books, again, multiplication of 15s and 20s right there though. And again, always negotiate lower and lower though. So when they say thank you very much, yeah, I will take these 2 books. Do you take checks? Yes, we do. By the way, we take 4 forms of payments when people give you donations. So we accept cash, we accept checks, credit cards, and coins. The 4 C's, as we call. They can give you cash, please, American dollars. Don't take really foreign currencies, American dollars. Checks will be issued to what your leader will tell you. It might be HHES, it might be FHES, it might be some other name for the program. But the check should not be issued to your personal name. We talk about this mainly with the customer. We accept cash, check, coins, or change. But if the people say, I don't have any cash, any check, any coins, anything. I'm a credit card person. Then as a favor to the customer, we say, yes, we can do that for you also. It's much better to have it as addition, as a backup plan, basically, do the credit card swipe, and we do it. Your leader should have app on the phone, come and swipe the card, and it's done, transaction. But we don't say the form of credit card payments up front at the very beginning, because nowadays many people see it as pretty suspicious. Strangers on the street asking for credit cards, it doesn't sound really good. So again, we mainly talk about cash, check, and coins. But if they say, I do credit cards, oh yes, we can do it for you, sir. We can also accept credit cards. And then you call your leader, he will come quickly within a minute and do the swipe. This is a fun time when you see that God is really interested in your experience at the door with the customer. And God will help you and teach you on how to make it happen, how to close well, how to listen to the customer's interest, how to show the right books, and then also present a lot of books before the people. And when you aim high, you will end up very well. Don't be cheap on yourself because you work hard. It is a tough job, it is a tough ministry, but God wants you at the end of summer to have a good paycheck for your school, because it is worth it. Christian education, it's worth of the hard effort, and God will give you a lot of money for that also. May God bless you.